I just remembered that.
Anyway, welcome to...
Great.
So Summer's dreaming about Minecraft. So... I'm trying to hold this. There we go. Welcome to... Alexa, what's the date today? 17th, 18th?
It's Friday, 17th of June.
17th. Welcome to June 17th. So this morning, I woke up at 9. The time is now 12:37. It's almost 1. Texts are still coming in. I just made a coffee because I've been just texting and getting things sorted all morning. So the point of me... The point of me recording right now is so you guys can see the process of leaving here to get there, the stuff that we've gone through. So this morning, basically, I was messaging with my assistant who's gathering all the information because Customs had sent me the information yesterday to get their paperwork done. 'Cause here you need health papers to travel with your dog. So you cannot take your dog or your cat, like your pet, out of town legally. Okay, you cannot take your pet out of town without health document certificates and stuff, okay? So to leave here, or is it out of province? Who knows? Anyway, you cannot fly without these. You cannot take the train. Well, you can't take the train anyways. So, and there's some discrepancy there too, because apparently I was told that as long as you had health papers, you can take the train, but then the train can still refuse you, and majority do, although you should be allowed, and then I'm told you're not allowed. Who knows? Anyway, so one of the stresses I've had, and I didn't really vlog about this just because I was kind of in my own, like, depressed mindset and stressed, and just... When things happen, I deal with it internally, and I was doing that. So basically, they can't travel because of the pandemic to high-risk areas. Shanghai is considered a medium high-risk area. So the dogs can't fly to Shanghai, which means, how the fuck am I getting there? If I can't take them by train, and I can't fly, and I don't have a car... How am I getting them out of here? So I found somebody who's willing to drive them. Now the thing is drive us, right? Now the thing is that they have an electric vehicle. Okay, so we have to charge every 500 kilometers. They have an electric vehicle, so we need to find charging stations. So this morning I was helping them go through, to help find where all the charging stations are. It's a 13-hour drive from here to Shanghai, and it's like 1,300 kilometers, 12 something. So just under 1,300 kilometers. So we have to charge 3 times. And the issue that they were having is they're also a foreigner, they're a teacher, and they have class on July 4th, and he's being told that he's going to have to quarantine because he's going to Shanghai to drop me off. When he comes back, he has to quarantine in a hotel for 2 weeks. So that's like $200 a night in a hotel. Obviously, I'd have to pay that, But it's like an extra $3,000 on top of the fees to go there. Anyway, so so that's his concern. And he's like, if we leave June 30th, the plan was to leave June 30th. We would get to Shanghai, if we leave in the morning, we would get there the night of June 30th. Early morning on the 1st of July kind of thing, So I'd be spending 1 to 2 nights in the airport already. Now, I can't get a hotel because if I leave the airport, I could be fucked and I can't get back in. And that's what a lot of expats are having trouble with, is making it to the airport. Because neighborhoods and places are closed. So you cannot get off the highway. You got to go directly to the airport. Which, good luck. Okay, so... we have to go directly to the airport. I cannot leave the airport, which means I'm sleeping in the airport 1 to 2 nights already. So he was asking me, in case I have to quarantine, can we leave? So if I do quarantine, I can still make my class on the 4th. And I'm like, 2-week quarantine, that means we'd have to leave like tomorrow. And then I'd have to sleep in a hotel airport lobby for 2 weeks with the dogs and stuff. Like, I appreciate what you're doing, but at the same time, like, and then he's like, yeah, no, I get it. Like, so yeah, anyway. So I'm waiting to hear back from my assistant. She's got a friend coming from Shanghai. So apparently, and this is the thing here, news is like, first of all, there's like the rules, and then there's the what protocols are they following, and then it's every city has their own, area thing that they're doing, and then every community has their own thing that they're doing. So the rule could be, for example, like, okay, anybody coming from Shanghai, that whole area is on 3-day at-home quarantine. But then your community could be like, no, if anybody's coming from that area, we're going to do a 2-week centralized quarantine. Like, every community has their own. So there's the general rule, and then if that community wants to make it stricter, they can. So that's why it's like, who knows? Nobody knows what's going on, right? So, somebody I know, she has a friend who just came from Beijing who had to do 3 days at home quarantine. And Beijing is considered a high-risk area right now. But it all depends. What is he doing? Oh, I have candies hidden.
Yeah, he went and grabbed your candies.
Not the candies. Did he get any?
No, I got him.
Thank you, son. Joseph. So it all depends on what area you're coming from. So the area she was coming from Beijing, she was not a high-risk area, but because it's still Beijing, she had to do 3 days at home quarantine. Now, if he's dropping me off at the airport and it's not a high risk, which it is not right now, and everything's fine, he only has to do 3 days at home quarantine, totally fine. Coming back on the 1st, he could still make it for the 4th. So he'd be fine, okay? And it's at home, there's no extra fee, like, we're golden. But nobody knows. Is it a 2-week in a hotel? Is it 3 days at home? Is there any quarantine? Nobody knows. So how do you plan this? And this is the situation we're in right now. So somebody I know has a friend, her brother's friend is coming from Shanghai. He'll be arriving tomorrow, flying in, so from the airport, and we're going to see what he's doing. And then tomorrow we'll know a little bit more. In the meantime, I'm getting the paperwork done. I have to get the dog's photo shoot done because I need, because I need 2 sets of papers. I need 1 set to allow me to travel from Yinchuan to Shanghai. So I need domestic paperwork done, which I haven't even fucking started yet, but that's the easier one. And then I need to get international paperwork done, allowing me to go from Shanghai to Canada. That's the one that's like, oh my fucking God. And now you can't go directly through customs, which is what we did last time. You have to go through a broker, which apparently we had to do last time too, and my assistant just kind of did it on the DL. I don't know. So anyway, all I know is I need to get their pictures done for their file, for their customs, health certificates, export permits. And to get into Canada, I just need them to be microchipped and show proof of vaccination. So much easier. Well, that was a couple years ago. I should double check that again. But anyway, but I've been keeping up on the news. Like, the U.S. changed their policy on, like, so I'm aware of U.S. changes. Like, so I'm keeping up on the changes. But Canada didn't. So they should still be okay. I'm going to double check it, though. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on with us. So I'm going to sit down, have my coffee, and then figure it out. Oh, I had class today. Teachers took it, so no classes today. My classes for tomorrow were taken, which means I think I'm done. So last week I had class and something told me, grab your shit. So I cleaned out my desk, brought my stuff home, gave what I needed to give to my assistant, and yeah. So yay. Now we just need to get the rest of this house sorted, figured out, sold off, contents packed. Yeah, Yay. I just,
Me out.
I'm stressing you out. So I just want this over with. So this is like the crap that we have to deal with. And then once we get to Canada, I think we got our plans kind of sorted. We'll figure it out. One day at a time. I can't. There's so much crap to just get out of here that although I do have a shit mountain to deal with when I get to Canada, it's one of those things that I can't even put that on my plate right now. I'm picking away at it bit by bit, trying to get things sorted for when we arrive. Because when we arrive, where we are staying, they can't accommodate us on the date because our date, and that's on us. Our date moved. We were supposed to leave June 15th, and I had to move it to July 2nd because of flights. Totally on us. And so our first night, we're kind of like, and then where we're staying, we found a place that we could stay, but we can't take the pets. And hotels in Vancouver are like $500 a night. So technically, if we do, like, that's like a quarter of the rent, a month's rent on one night. Like, so I'm going to rent a vehicle to go from, and then I'm thinking we're just going to spend the night in the car. Because, like, I can't justify $500 on a hotel room for one night. And we'll just camp out in the car for the night. And then the third will be fine. But it's just, like, that's so minimal. Like, my thought is at least I'm there. And we have the dogs. Like, right now, this is just a freaking nightmare. All right. I will keep you up to date. 再见.